There you go.
So, we are live. Hi guys, and welcome back to Tennis by Pros. In today's video, we will be doing daily updates from the Olympics, from the tennis event. So, we've decided to do this because, why not basically, and we just thought, why not give an update of the Olympics, because it's such a big event where they represent the country, probably bigger than the Davis Cup or the Fed Cup, I'd say. So, it's a big tournament.
Additionally, most countries, especially in Europe, they actually can't watch it because it's at 3 a.m. some matches. It's at 2 a.m. or something like that. So we're just getting some comments right now. We got A. Brian. Hey bro, how's it going? I hope you've been well. Have you been watching the Olympics at all? We're going to be talking about it today. We've got a lot of things to cover, so stay tuned. And Lupin17, how's it going, bro? How are you finding the Olympics so far? Djokovic, so let's see what his comments are saying. We're just currently getting prepared, so stay tuned as well. Alright, so in the meantime, Olivier's going to be talking to us with some stats.
Yeah. So
with the first to start off though, we're going to start with the withdrawals of the Tokyo Olympics. Some may already know this, but it's a good way just to start things off. Djokovic to win. A. Brian, before we start, yes, I think Djokovic has a massive chance. He just played his first round from what I saw, and
first.
Yeah, he was very comfortable. He won 6-2, 6-2, so it's a very comfortable performance. And yeah, so we were about to start, and here we go. Olivier, who's the withdrawal? So go ahead.
So first, I'll mention the ones that have withdrawn due to COVID. So that was Diminor, who's now, I think he's recovered. I saw a video of him on Instagram. He was just doing some sprints, getting back into training after obviously self-isolating. She also tested positive. And I think that's about it. So Kokov, she also withdrew due to COVID. And then we'll go through the WTA first. So Serena Williams, I'm not sure exactly why she retired. I think it's due to Wimbledon when obviously she had that fall and she had to retire. We have Azarenka. I haven't really heard how well she's been doing this year, but
from Belarus, so she was representing Belarus, but not happening anymore. Carry on.
That's true. We have Kerber. She did quite well in Wimbledon actually. So that would have been a good follow up with the Olympics, but so she's withdrawn from that. So those are the WTA. Oh, Serena as well, of course.
So you have to mention as well, majority of the players, they actually withdrew because of the rise of cases in Tokyo. It's been quite high, so people are being more cautious. Dylan's Tennis Journey, awesome stream, guys. Keep it up. Thank you so much, bro.
Thanks.
Love the info. Hey, he's just starting. This is just getting started with the withdrawals, and then we're going to go on to seeing actual results so far. And then Arpit, great to see you on here. Absolute legends, of course. And anyway, keep going.
So for the ATP now, we have Roger Federer from Switzerland, Rafa Nadal from Spain, so Diminor, as I mentioned. Shapovalov, he didn't actually have COVID, but he just withdrew, as Alexis mentioned, because of the cases, just for his own safety. But I know also he's doing some ATP 250s and some 500s instead. We have Wawrinka. He hasn't had the best year, to be honest. So it'd be nice to see him represent his country and trying to do well, but unfortunately, that's not happening. So the two Swiss, Federer and Wawrinka, are both out. So not looking good for the tennis for Switzerland. But there we are. So team, he's also withdrawn. The Austrian. We have Berrettini, because he had an injury right after Wimbledon. He had an MRI scan, and the results weren't positive as he hoped for. To Kyrgios, that was actually a bit on the news about that. I heard he withdrew due to the fact that the fans were banned in Tokyo. So I think it's just there was a like atmosphere, and he didn't really want to do it because obviously when you represent your country, that's stuff like he likes, like the Davis Cup. He likes that type of atmosphere. So I think that's obviously a huge disappointment for him that there would be no crowd.
Kyrgios is an entertainer. He does it for the crowd. If there's no crowd, he finds it probably boring. I think he finds it demotivating. He's a guy that does it for the crowd. I'm surprised that actually, in fact, Bublik did it because he's another one that he's kind of a showboater. Obviously, he wanted to represent Kazakhstan, but he did well. He did well against Medvedev first round. Yeah. We'll get onto that soon, though. Carry on.
Here we go. So, David Goffin from Belgium, probably Belgium's biggest hope to do quite well. We're actually quite sad about that. Love to see him in action. But Raonic and Pospisil, so 2 Canadians, are both out, following 2 British, Dan Evans and Norrie. And then we have who was it? Oh, no, that's the list. So those are the withdrawals for this year's Tokyo Olympics.
And we've seen Arpit, Am I a Legend too? Of course you are. Everyone that is on here is legends. 18 Tennis, it's amazing to see you on here. I love your channel, by the way. What's up, Paris Bros? We're doing good. Just came back from training. Olympics are a big letdown, sounds like. It's not a big letdown. Obviously, it's the Olympics. It gives great vibes. I'm sure you saw the ceremony with Naomi Osaka. She obviously lit the, what's it called?
Olympic Cauldron.
The Olympic Cauldron, that's it. I had to refresh my mind.
She's the first tennis player to ever do that in the Olympics. That's a huge achievement.
It's inspiring, especially just proving everyone wrong how, well, I don't know. She's just proving everyone wrong how capable she is. And of course she's Japanese, so she lit it up. Anyway, so we're going to be going through with you guys the matches of today. So today we have started off with Novak Djokovic versus I'm not going to say Delian. I forgot his name. Hugo Delian from Bolivia.
And actually, after that match, when they got to the nets, Hugo asked Novak Djokovic for his shirt. So that was quite a inspirational moment for him, because he was a late entrant actually to the Olympics, and I think he's like one of the only Bolivians, because originally they weren't gonna do the event, and so to play the world number 1, I think it was a huge moment for him, especially as it was his first Olympics. So that's like a dream come true for him. So moving on, we have.
Oh, I was just about to carry on because you were talking the whole time, so I was gonna. All right, my bad. So moving on, second match. So the winner will be facing Djokovic. Struff, the German, versus Monteiro, the Brazilian. So Struff, the German, he won very comfortably, 6-3, 6-4, and he will now be facing Novak Djokovic here in the second round. So we'll go one by one. Me and Ollie will say. So next one.
So the next one was the Italian Musetti versus John Millman from Australia, which I think is actually quite an upset. Because Musetti's been on good form, I'd say, and John Millman, well, to be honest, he's been doing alright. He had some good tournaments, but not extremely well to beat Musetti, big youngster for the future. So he won that 6-3, 6-4. And will now face Fokina, who beat Pedro Sousa from Portugal, and that was 6-3, 6-love. So a bit of a cruise for that.
Okay, so now it's going to be predictions. So can you all see the scoreboard? Okay, so predictions.
Number 10 seed Monfils.
Number 10 seed Gal Monfils, who's just married Alina Svitolina, will be facing the what's that flag again? Belarus, Ivashka. Now that will be a very interesting match to me. I think it could go either way. I mean, Gal Monfils, he hasn't been on the greatest form lately, but you never know what could happen. he's more than capable to
Win.
yeah, he's more than capable to win, really. And yeah, I think he could do well for himself potentially. And I hope for the best for Gal Monfils. It'll be a great start to his to what would you say? It'd be a great start for his career, basically, as a married man. Next up, though. Oh, sorry.
To be fair, I would kind of disagree. I think that Gal Monfils should win because, although yeah, you're right, he hasn't been having like the best season. I think he always loves representing his country. I mean, he's always done well in the Davis Cup normally, and not the Fed Cup, but like the ATP Cup, he did pretty well as well. So I think the fact that it's also like a team event for your country, I think that he should do pretty well. Hopefully, win a couple of rounds. See if he's either got the winner of Korea or Kukushkin in the next match. Who actually, I think that will be quite a close match.
Oh, hold on. I haven't got the stats yet. Alright, so next match, as you can see highlighted here, from Kazakhstan, is Kukushkin, who is a very interesting player. He'll be playing Argentinian Korea. Now that's going to be a very close match, as Olivier just said. I kind of interrupted him. Feel bad. But it's going to be an interesting one. I'm not sure who could win that. I think Kukushkin, he's getting old. He's starting to age a little bit. And Korea, he's still
young.
He's still young, and he has what it takes, potentially. So, yeah, that's... What do you guys think? Of course, please feel free to comment down below. Yeah, it's going to be a close one this year. Who knows what could happen. So, on to the next one. We have...
We've got Gombos from Slovakia versus Giron from USA. To be honest, don't really know how well both have been doing. They haven't really been like doing well in those like big tournaments, but I think Gombos might have that maybe in 3 sets. I'm not too sure that'll be a close match as well, to be honest.
Gombos, I'm not really sure. He's not that high ranked from what I know personally, but he has what it takes to do well potentially. So who knows what could happen. Now the winner of that match will be facing the Japanese, who's the favourite, of course, is in Tokyo. Kei Nishikori versus Andrew Rublev. That's a very, very tough match, and I don't know why the flag for Russia isn't up. If anyone could tell us why, that would be amazing. If not, no problem. But yeah, Russia. So Andrew Rublev representing Russia versus Kei Nishikori. If there was a crowd for the Japanese, that would be crazy. Because Kei Nishikori is a massive player. He's a tough opponent, especially first round for Andrew Rublev, who's a number 4 seed. Kei Nishikori, he is former top 6 in the world. He's finalist of US Open, and he's a very experienced player with the Olympics. He's obviously came 3rd in the 2016 Olympics, beating
he beat Nadal.
He beat Nadal, yeah. And he dropped out in the semi-finals to Andy Murray. So Andy Murray ended up winning it. So that was a very impressive performance. So who knows what could happen. And I've just seen that Chris is on here. So, hey Chris, how's things going? Let me just see. Hello, how are you? We're doing great. Thank you so much for hopping on. Yeah, Rublev's going to lose. That's going to be a tough one. It's going to be tough to call. It's really, really close for me. Spirit Donkey. Hey, I didn't even know the Olympics started. That's a... Have you not seen it at all? All on social media, bro. It's all over. So yeah, that's a very tough match. Of course, Rublev. By the way, guys, if you don't mind me asking, why is the Russian flag? Why is it? Why is there no Russia on it? It's just ROC. Is that to do with like the past of? I don't know why. Why is that? I don't know what to say about the Russian
Olympic Committee.
Olympic ROC, Russia Olympic Committee. Why has that happened? Any ideas, guys? Please feel free to comment down below. So, after that match, it's Zverev versus some person we have no idea who that is. So, the German Zverev will win that, I reckon. And then the winner of Zverev will be playing the Egyptian. Hold on, let me just see how you see the scoreboard. So you see Rublev. Okay. So the winner of Zverev and Tulupi will be facing the Colombian Gallon and then the Egyptian Safwat. Now again, those are pretty low ranked players, so they're around the 80s, 90s ranked. So I personally have no idea what I would say who would win that personally, but yeah. Spirit Dunk, he already won in straight sets. The Russian flag is banned. The name, the anthem, all are banned. Do you know why it's banned though? I have no idea why it is banned. What's the real reason?
I think it was...
is it to do with like doping? Maybe, I don't know.
A drug or something.
Yeah, that's doping.
Oh, right.
Hey, Varun, why? Yeah, I don't know either. So that's why I'm asking him. I think it's banned because of potential doping or some sorts. So
and I
yeah.
think also a couple of years ago there was I don't remember who it was. It might not be Russia, but during the fencing event, they somehow cheated. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I've seen so many videos.
Yeah.
It's pure genius. I've seen videos where they cheat so bad. It's genius what they do. Anyways, now on to the next. We have Bashvashvili versus the Spaniard Cabellas Barona. I forgot his actual name. What's his name again? Cabellas. Roberto Baena Cabellas.
Yeah, that's right.
Why did you press on his name? I have to get back on it now.
Right, so as you can see, Bashashvili won that 6-3, 6-2. He will now have to face the Italian Sonigo, who beat the Japanese Taro Daniel in a very tight 3 sets. 4-6, 7-6, 7-6. That's actually, I think, quite a good result for Taro Daniel, because, as I mentioned earlier, like Sonigo, he's been on good form, to be fair. He's done some good results, and Taro Daniel, I haven't really heard how well he's been doing, so that's a good result. You should be happy with that.
The thing I find is Sonigo, he's been a little bit inconsistent in the sense that he either does insanely well in tournaments, or he just, I don't know, he struggles against, I don't know, average players, professionals, around like the 50th and above. So
that's true.
That's true. I think it's true anyway.
Next.
So on to the next. We have
Karatsev, so obviously the Russian. He beat Tommy Poole from America 6-3, 6-2. Who are now facing the French Jeremy Chardy, who beat somebody, to be honest, I don't even know, Barrios.
From Chile.
6-1, 7-6.
So Karatsev as well. He's an interesting character because he's
hasn't been doing that well.
He hasn't done well lately, but on the hard court he has a very strong record. Obviously, getting to the finals of Australian Open, that was something that for his ranking at the time was unbelievable, nearly impossible to do. Was it semi? No, he got to the finals.
I think he lost to Djokovic in semis. Djokovic played Medvedev.
Oh, of course. My bad. So yeah, Karatsev, he was an inspiration in that tournament, and he performed really well in the hard court season. So who knows? This could be a great tournament for Aslan Karatsev. And we got Manu Pankras. Hi, thank you so much for joining us. Who do you think will win the Olympics? Of course. Comment down below your idea. Oh wait, you're talking about Russia. I think because of USSR. Chris, what do you mean by USSR? Sorry.
Learning something new here.
We're learning ourselves, you know. I didn't even know Russia were banned. Like the flag was banned and everything. It's kind of unfair on the athletes. Jeremy Chardy, he won against the Chilean 6-1, 7-6, and that's a good performance from him, actually. Very good. Now we have the Argentinian
Sarandolo
versus Great Britain.
Liam Brody.
Liam Brody. That'll be another interesting match. Liam Brody, he's at challenger level right now, so it's going to be a tough one to call. Who knows really what could happen?
But like, also, we've hardly heard of his opponent either, so I think they might be about similar level in like rankings and stuff. So I think that would be actually quite a close match. Liam Brody, he plays I think more doubles, to be honest. Does like better in doubles, so got good volleys, some slices. So he's an interesting guy. I've seen him sometimes in some 250s. I think he lost in qualifying or first round in Wimbledon. But yeah, that'd be a quite close match, I think.
So hold on, let me read a comment. So we got a comment here from Varan SA. Russia refused to offer data from the Moscow drug laboratory. Thus the decision serves as a punishment to the country by the International Olympic Committee and all the World Anti-Doping Agency. It's understandable why they've punished them. But for all the athletes that must have worked so hard, that have never done any of doping, anything really, is kind of devastating to see. Yeah. And then we got a comment from Jean-Michel. Russian athletes who have not been caught doping themselves are still allowed to compete. Yes, but then, like, besides their name, so for example, Andrei Rublev, he actually has not the Russian flag next to him, it's just ROC, which is Russia Committee, which is kind of a shame. Exactly. The next comment I just read. Yeah, and then Manu, it should be wrong to bet against Djokovic. Djokovic, he's got a very comfortable draw. Let me just quickly show you that. He has Struff in the second round, and if he beats Struff, he'll be playing the winner of Davidovich or John Millman. Not an easy match, that one. For a third round match, I think that's kind of tough on Novak Djokovic. Who knows though? Both incredible players.
To be honest, I think Struff is probably a harder match than like Fokina or John Millman, but I don't know. I mean, Struff, he's quite a tough player. Like, he either plays very well in some tournaments or you don't really hear him for like a while. He's one of those guys a bit like, I'd say kind of Fritz. Like Fritz, he does quite well in some tournaments. Like, he's in a final of I think a 250 right now, and then another times like you don't know really how he's doing. Like you don't hear his name much.
By the way, guys, we're halfway through, so make sure to like this video. Whoa, where's that thumb? Where's my thumb? There you go. Can you see my thumb? Like that video. And obviously, I reckon most of you guys are subscribed, so it means a lot to us. And yeah, we'll get back on. There you go. My brother made this a little cool feature to have: bell notification, thumbs up, and subscribe.
And like and share.
Love that. So now on to the scores once again. We have Schwartzman playing some Peru player, never heard of in my life. So Diego Schwartzman looks like he'll win that. However, just above, Fuskovic versus Herkaz. Herkaz, he's done incredibly well in Wimbledon, and Fuskovic as well. Both quarterfinalists. Oh no, Fuskovic was quarterfinalist, Herkaz semi-finalist. So that's going to be an intense match to watch. Fuskovic representing Hungary and Herkaz representing Poland. So there you go. That's a very interesting one there. And we're near to the bottom, so let's just start with all the matches that have been played.
Yeah.
So we got first match. Can you see, by the way, the... Oh, sugar. Sorry, my bad. We'll go back to the bottom. Daniel Medvedev. Can you see that, guys? No, you just... Okay. There you go. Alright, so you got Daniel Medvedev versus Alexander Bublik. Now it's not an easy first round either for Daniel Medvedev, number 2 seed, but he managed to win in straight sets. Nothing too difficult apart from the second set where it was 8-6. No, 10-8, sorry.
10-8, yeah.
10-8 in the tiebreak. So 6-4, 7-6 to the Russian, and he'll now be playing the Indian Nagao.
So actually, Nagao, I have done my research on him, and I have some info to talk about him. So let's have a look.
He's written it down, so he's looking for where he wrote it.
All these tabs. Here we are. So, Nagao, world number 160, becomes the first Indian male singles player to reach the second round at the Olympics since 1996. The last time that happened, it was Leonardo Paes. He inspired a nation. He became third in the Olympics. Obviously it was his dream to go to the Olympics, as everybody's. Born in 1997, Sumit came from the humblest of beginnings in Jharkhand, India, where his love of tennis grew from the age of 8. His talents on the court of Bangalore would eventually take him to Toronto, where a new lease of his life reaped rewards, where he won the boys doubles titles at Wimbledon in 2015, and then he got called up for the Indian Davis Cup squad as a teenager soon after, and he got a grant of 25,000 from the Grand Slam Development Fund. And yeah, so hard work's been paying off. So that's very good for the Indian Nagao. There we go.
So there you go. So Nagao, obviously an inspiration for the Indian. They believe in him. All the Indian community believe in Nagao, also known as the Nadal. Jokes.
Got a tough second round though.
A tough second round against the number 2 seed. But you know, upsets can happen. In fact, let's give this a question. I'm going to ask all of you this as well. We haven't prepared this at all, so who knows? Who do you think will be the biggest upset of this tournament? So there is, of course, Tsitsipas. There is Djokovic, of course. If Djokovic loses, imagine. That would be crazy. The Golden Slam this year, very positive.
We'll touch on that.
Okay, yeah, touch wood. I have no wood around me, so who knows? Maybe he'll struggle with the line judge in the US Open. Just a joke, guys. Yeah, so who do you think will be the biggest upset in this year's Olympics? So we have... well, should we just say all the seeds? We'll name all the seeded players. So we've got number 1 seed, of course, Novak Djokovic. Number 2, Daniil Medvedev. Number 3
Tsitsipas.
is Tsitsipas. Number 4
Zverev.
is Zverev, I think.
Yeah.
Number 5
Rublev.
is Rublev. Number 6.
Not sure.
Where is number 6? I can't find number 6. They're not in order. Number 6 is Corona Buster. Number 7
Hurkacz.
is Hurkacz. Number 8 is...
Oh, we just passed it.
Schwartzman, and we'll do the top 8. So let's say, out of those players, who do you think will lose
I think
first?
maybe Schwartzman.
Schwartzman, I don't think he'd lose his first round. He's got a comfortable first round.
Earlier in the tournament than the others, I predict.
Oh, here we go. Varun, a very valid point. We were going to mention this later, but you've said it now. Do you think the best surprise of today in Olympics tennis is the defeat of Mahu versus Herbert?
For sure.
Yes, absolutely. They got destroyed by Joe Salisbury and Andy Murray. 6-3, 6-2. A very impressive performance by the Great Britain. Wasn't expecting it, to be honest. Number 2 seeds, the Frenchmen. They've won the ATP finals before. They've won a lot together. So it's a massive surprise to see them out very, very early in the first round even. And yeah, obviously Andy Murray as well.
Defending champion.
He's playing singles and doubles. And he's got first round Felix Auger-Aliassime, who's not an easy opponent. He is ranked number 9 in this tournament. So the 9th seed. And yeah.
And we're on 9 July subscriber goal.
And our July subscriber goal is got 6 days left. 7 days even, sorry, my bad. And yeah, we're not going to achieve it because we haven't done live streams. But yeah.
Subscribe, guys. Get as close as possible.
So yeah, I think Fognini as well, he might lose early soon. He hasn't performed that well. No, and bear with me, I'm just going to turn the light on.
He didn't do too bad against Sugita. I mean, winning 4 4-on-3 is kind of a demolish. In Sugita, we watched him in Davis Cup Madrid finals in 2019, where I think he won his doubles match. So that was pretty cool, yeah. So going back to the draw, we have Gilles Simon from France. He lost in a tough 3 sets against Belarus Igor Gerasimov. So that was
4-6,
6-3, 6-4.
and is now playing Fognini. Fognini beat the Japanese Sugita 4-6-3. So there you go. All the Japanese, apart from Ki Nishikori, is out of the tournament. So sad times for the Japanese. But then again, it's kind of expected in a way. And yeah.
So, as Alexis touched on already, Mari is playing Felix Auger-Aliassime, number 9 seed from Canada. To be honest, I think that Felix will do it. He's been on better form. He did quite well in Wimbledon. We loved watching him. We watched him quite a lot, most of his matches. So I think he can definitely do it. And you'll have the winner of, if he wins, Kopfer and Magnus.
Magnus is a good player. I find him so underrated. He's a tough opponent. On clay, he's a very tough opponent. And we just got a comment from Varun. Let me read it, Oliver.
Oh, sorry.
Alright, so Varun, I don't watch the match, so can tell me if Mahu played bad or Murray. I didn't watch the match either, to be frankly honest. I might watch the highlights of it. I still haven't yet because it's been so... I don't know, the timing is quite bad because they played at 3 AM for us, so it's not easy. So we're just going to be doing this instead.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Every day try and keep up on the results.
We're going to, keep it up, the results. We're going to keep hopefully getting more people on here. And yeah, so it means a lot for you to hop on here as well. So,
yeah.
What else do we have?
To the draws.
No, we've done the draws now.
We haven't finished the draws.
I'm pretty sure we finished the draws.
We've got Cilic, who played. He won in a tough 3-set battle against the Brazilian Menezes. He won 6-7, 7-5, 7-6. So he will now face Karina Buster, who beat Tennis Sangaram 7-5, 6-2. So I think that will actually be quite a close match. I don't think they're both not really on top form right now. But I'd like to see Cilic kind of do well, get back to a couple of years ago where he was top up there. So and then just on top of them we have Tsitsipas. So obviously number 3 seed. He's playing Kohlschreiber, which I think he's definitely the favourite to win that. And he'll play the winner of Kwon or TFO.
So Kwon from Korea and Tiafoe from the United States, of course. I think Tiafoe, he's been playing well lately, so yeah, I think he could win that. And Humbert, beat Andiger 7-6, 6-1. And lastly, Kekmanovic beat some Polish player 6-4, 6-2. Fine. Second to last. Nishioka,
yeah,
versus Karen Hatchinov. Another tough round. I can't lie. They're both very, very good players. Varun, it's a shame to see you go so soon. Thank you so much for joining us, of course. Really appreciate you hopping on.
And then the winner of Hatchinov and Nishioka will be facing Klein or Duckworth. I mean, I don't really know the Slovakian. So I'm going to predict Duckworth, the Australian. Yeah, also he's not really high ranked. He's probably around the 80th as well. So pretty good getting there, obviously, to the Olympics representing Australia. He probably wouldn't have got in if Alex Dimnor was playing, but that's a very good opportunity to represent Australia. So I think we're going to move on to the women's now. Am I right, Alexis?
Nah, we'll leave it for that for now.
Okay,
we had some other stuff planned, so
yeah, we did.
We'll just share with you what we got prepared. No, well, we'll speak to you what we've got prepared. So, what's this? No, we've done that.
That's the women's. No. Yeah. This is a fact that Petra Kvitova is the only WTA player in the Olympic draw who won a medal at the Olympics this year. So that's a very cool fact. Which, in fact, I didn't actually know that.
But Serena Williams, she won. So she's not playing. She's not playing. She's not playing.
True.
Wow, that's it's a cool fact. Maybe this time she could go for gold. Who knows?
I think Osaka, she's got a big chance at the Olympics. Especially as
Osaka, she is seeded, definitely. I don't know whereabouts though. She has great potential. We know that lots of people are behind her, supporting her, and of course it's in her home country, so it's going to be an interesting one, and I hope for the best for her. So yeah, there you go.
Okay, so that's that about Naomi Osaka. Leave your predictions in the comments, because I think there's also some other big names to win it, like Ashley Barty. I think she's got quite a good chance to do well. Definitely like semis or finals. And of course Sabalenka, she could also do quite well. So those names we've got to look out for. So yeah, anything like that, Alexis?
I think that's it. I think that's it really. Oh, Joseph, hey, here you go. We're just done the whole draw, so let's see. We can have a little chat if you want. Hey there, guys. I had to get up 6 in the morning to watch Andy Murray. 6 a.m. he's playing.
It's commitment.
I have to give you credit for that. Andy Murray versus Felix Auger-Aliassime. Now, will the two gold time medalist Andy Murray beat Felix Auger-Aliassime? It's going to be a tough one. Of course, Felix is good on the hard courts. He's had a quite decent record so far on the hard. But who knows? Andy Murray, he's probably the most experienced in the Olympics, winning 2 gold medals. He's beaten Djokovic in the finals in 2013. And then 2016, he beat Del Potro. So that was very interesting as well. So who knows? He could beat Felix Auger-Aliassime. But yeah, I can't tell you for sure, man. But I hope for the Team GB. So far, they've got 0 medals. In fact, let's see about the medals. Olympics.
I think China is at the top right now. Like due to like every event that's gone on so far. But let's just double check the whole table. So yeah,
China. They are in first place. They have already 3 gold medals and 1 bronze.
Yeah.
The events that they won: fencing, they won. China won. Shooting, they won, and then 10-meter air pistol was runner-up. Was bronze medal, and then of course there was one more and then weightlifting for women's. China won. So very impressive from China. Tennis, you're not going to find out for the next 2 weeks who wins. Dylan, I've been watching since it started. Great job. Hey, thanks, bro. China have 3 golds. Yes, it's crazy. Dylan, who do you think's going to win? Of course, Djokovic probably the favourite, but would love to hear your thoughts. Then, of course, we have Italy. In fact, let's just share our screen with you guys. Actually, no, I'll leave it for now. Italy, they have fencing, runner-up for men's, and then taekwondo, gold. So that's a very impressive for Italy. They are currently second. In third place is Japan, the home country, the host. They came silver in women's 48 kg, and then men's 60 kg. They got gold.
Good effort.
So a very impressive start for the top 3. We'll just mention the top 3, and yeah, that's about it.
So I think we had a comment earlier from Bakersfield Pop Tennis, whether Djokovic will get the Golden Slam this year. So obviously it's only been done ever once by Steffi Graf. That was. And to be honest, I think it's possible. Now that a lot of big names aren't in it. Del Potro, who he lost to, I think in 2016 or yeah, he lost 2016. He's not playing, so he's got a good shot, I think. Unless Murray does something amazing and manages to win it, but I'm not sure, to be honest, anymore about Murray. Like doing very well in those big tournaments.
So we got a comment here from Joseph. In the draw challenge, oh my god, I completely forgot to do it for my server. My bad. I put Murray as champion. That's a very bold statement. You are English, so it's understandable. He is also a 2-time gold medalist. So yeah, I bet you are hoping that Great Britain finally get the most medals, because in the last 4 Olympics that have been done, they came 4th, 3rd, and then 2nd. Sorry, the last 3 is 4th, 3rd, and 2nd. So this year they're trying to go for the most gold and silver and bronze medals.
And also,
sorry, carry on.
Talking about Del Potro, he recently did like a post on Instagram, like wishing good luck to Djokovic, because obviously he beat Djokovic in 2016, stopping his chances. Obviously, we all remember that. Like Djokovic was in tears after he lost that. So he was definitely supporting, and Djokovic he replied, "Sad to see you're not here this year. Like safe recovery. Getting back on court." He recently just had his first like proper hit back. Same with team, to be honest. After I think he had a wrist injury, so he was just playing left-handed, getting back into it for now.
And then we got Dylan, tennis journey. I'm going for Djokovic. Djokovic, he's going for the Golden Slam. He's looking strong. All the athletes adore Djokovic. You might have seen on his Instagram, he posted with being part of the Belgium athletics. Is it athletics? No, gymnastic team of stretching the splits. He is so flexible, and he just makes everything seem effortless.
Yeah, for sure.
And then Joseph, if he gets gold, I'm gonna win that draw. I actually completely forgot to do that draw challenge, so I should have mentioned that on my server. Hopefully, people on my Discord did it. By the way, guys, if you haven't already, Dylan, it'd be great to see you on our server. We have a Discord channel, and yeah, it'd be lovely to have you on. We could chat on there when we're not live.
What's the...
So, Joseph, also Cam Norrie will be in Los Cabos final in early years. Should get his first title. It'd be great to see him getting his first title. Cameron Norrie's played 2 ATP finals so far. One of them he lost to Tsitsipas. One of them he lost to someone else, but I can't remember the name. Izzy Tennis, hi. It was great to see you, by the way, in Winscombe. Of course, we didn't talk, but it was great to watch you briefly. I watched you briefly. I was playing as well. So was my brother. So yeah, it was great to see you there. Yes, he's very nimble. Yeah, Dylan, I agree. Djokovic is he has an amazing character to him. He's a very likable guy, and he's the #1 in the world. Very random fact. Did you know the medals that are made of recycled material? We saw a recent Instagram post of this and thought it was worth reposting. So yeah, did you guys know that medals this year in Tokyo Olympics are made of recycled materials? I thought they recycled electronics to be precise. I thought I read it, but I might be wrong there. Great fact as well, Junior Tennis Stars. And Dylan, another one, saying, everyone like, subscribe. Thank you so much, bro. We've struggled a lot lately, so it means a lot. And yeah, so thank you so much. I think we're towards the end now, so I hope you all enjoyed it. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. And sorry, we just had a little moment because our charger's nearly gone on our computer, so that's our bad. Let's see. Yes, I joined the disc. Thank you so much. Yeah, you can always talk to us there if you want to. Wait. And I think, let's see,
So,
did you join in? Wait, you're the...
On the welcome channel.
The welcome, let's check the welcomes. So we got one welcome. And it's Dylan's Tennis Journey and Joseph. Let's go. Welcome, guys. It's great to see you on. And we've finally charged it, so that's great.
So should we go through the schedule for tomorrow, Alexis? Very quickly.
Well, we did that, and we said the draw, so they've already known. Izzy Tennis, great to see you too. How did you do, by the way, Izzy, in your tournament? I came runner-up in doubles for 18s, and then I lost men's singles first round, but got to the quarterfinals of Conso, where I had to sadly withdraw due to an injury, but it's life, you know. Yeah. So the Olympics, back to the Olympics, of course. Who do you think? The biggest upset. I think the biggest upset. Back to that subject. What the biggest subject? Andy Murray versus Felix Auger-Aliassime. That could go either way. Andy Murray could be an upset potentially because he's a two-time golden
champion.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. There were some tough first round matches actually, to be fair, in the men's draw. I would say I think there's obviously Nishioka and Rublev just on top of my head. That could also
Kei Nishikori, he's a tough opponent.
Yeah, that could also be like what's it called, an upset.
Yeah.
So yeah, there could be a couple of upsets, but we shall see. Tomorrow I think they're all playing that match.
We've got a new person on here, Ivo. Hi, it's amazing for you to join in. So a quick question, of course, who do you think is going to win the Olympics this year, men's and singles? I think for men's it could be Djokovic, and for singles the Japanese host, what's her name, Osaka. So that's it. I think that's who's going to win. Thank you so much for sharing, by the way. It means so much. We are getting towards the end. So if you have any questions to ask us, please feel free to comment down below. We've said everything we've wanted to say. Apart from the fact that maybe, if we're lucky, I might check the scheduling, times of the matches.
And then obviously, which other events are going on.
Oh yeah.
Today there was, I know there was cycling, there was weightlifting, I think that's gone on, archery, rowing. I know tomorrow there's the men's 100 meter breaststroke, the women's basketball's going on. So there's a lot tomorrow to watch. Obviously the hours are quite tough for some countries, but it'd be great if to watch that for those that can. Obviously you don't want to wake up at like 3 o'clock, but
yeah. By the way, Joseph, I've got bad news. You said that the Murray's match was at 6 AM. It's actually at 3 AM. So if you want to wake up, please tell me how the match went, and it'd be much appreciated. They're all so early tomorrow. Let's see what else there is.
There's women's vault going on.
There's a lot of sports happening. We got Naomi Osaka. She's playing at 3 AM as well, which is very frustrating. But hey, we'll just put it on tennis and see all the matches. The latest one. I want to see if we can actually do one match. Honestly, I'd be happy with that. So we got Andy Murray 3 AM, Ashley Barty 3 AM,
Zverev 3 AM.
They got 12 courts as well, so lots of courts. That's why they're all at 3 AM right now. Come on, please have a no. Okay, and by the way, for Russia, Aslan Karatsev is playing with Daniil Medvedev. I reckon Rublev is probably playing with Hatchinov. They always play together.
I don't know if they're doing it this year.
They're not.
But I know the reason why Medvedev chose probably Karatsev over like Rublev is because before Karatsev had that really big tournament in the US Open, before that was the ATP Cup, and he mentioned Medvedev in like an interview, although that Karatsev never played a match for the for the Russia in the ATP Cup, because obviously he wasn't high enough, and they just put, I think, Rublev and Medvedev for all the matches. He said he knew that he was a very good doubles player, and there'll be a big threat for the tour. And like another tournament later, he got to like the semi-finals. So he like predicted a very good career for him, and yeah, he's done that. So I think they're ones to look out for. Actually, they're not seeded or anything, and they don't really play much together, but I think they got a good chance to do quite well, actually. Yeah.
By the way, welcome, Tennis Learn V. You're new to our channel, so it's great that you joined in with us. Obviously, I should have done a prediction in the poll. Who do you think will win? But then I could only choose a certain amount of players, so I just thought, why not? We'll just talk about it. So for the Olympics, of course, who do you think going to be the biggest upset? Who do you think will be the unexpected player to go through lots of rounds? Actually, that's another great question I just asked. Like, you see, these are popping out of my heads. I'm like an absolute genie. Anyway, who do you think is going to be the next upcoming player to go far in this tournament, if that made sense? So it could be, for example, Karatsev. He could get really far potentially. I'm not sure in his draw. I think it's very tough what he has. Karatsev, let me just check. Karatsev will be playing Shardy.
He struggles normally against Shardy. I think they've played like a couple of times. It's been very close, like 3 sets. I think the last time actually Shardy won that. So we'll see. He also he had a good win. I think the first match 6-1, 7-6. So that'll be an exciting one, I would say.
I think for most players right now, in the early rounds, it's just about getting used to the court, who adapts better, because the grass season's just happened, and of course currently most ATP events are either grass or clay courts, so they have to learn to adapt very, very quickly, unless they practice very early on, which majority of them have, but there's some that haven't, and they kind of rushed it a little bit, but that's kind of their loss.
I think the majority of them have got like 1 or 2 weeks before the event has actually started. Just gone to train on the courts, get used to it, like the weather, the atmosphere, and everything. Because obviously we've seen Djokovic and Murray and Djokovic and Zverev, all like they were training together. So yeah, some very good practices going on.
Hey, we got a comment. Sorry to interrupt.
That's alright.
We got a comment from Junior Tennis Stars. Nothing to do with the Olympics, but I love your creative video you did on the chairs. That was very, very tough to do, actually. I would explain that on a video, but it's really, really hard to explain. So what I did is I masked my movement. So I sat down on one chair, did a few volleys against the wall, sat down on another chair, did a few volleys against the wall, and so on, 3 times. And then I kind of masked them in so that they all match at the same time, and yeah, it's a shame it hasn't gone really high up, but you know, it is what it is.
It's pretty cool.
And yeah.
So also it's a bit random, but England, they had a quite a good day today as well, because not only did Andy Murray and Joe Salisbury have a big upset against Mahu and Pierre Herbert, but Jamie Murray and Neil Skupski, they won. I'm not sure exactly who it was against Zeballos and somebody else, but 13-11 in the match tiebreak. I know I saw the match point, and then the match point that they saved England.
Oh yes, Jamie Murray,
because they posted on their Instagram. So
they won as well, Jamie Murray, which was a massive victory there, and yeah, that was a great result from him. Very, very happy for Team GB.
Hopefully they can do it again tomorrow.
Disappointing for France though, but you know, it's only the beginning. There's loads of players. There's still Hugo Humbert. Is Benoit Pierre playing? No. Who else is playing for France? Monfils. He's another player. So who knows what could happen. And
I think Hugo Humbert, he has a good shot of doing well. I mean, depends on his draw, but
he doesn't have Kyrgios at least.
No, that's true. Like 5 sets. But yeah, I think he can go like 3rd, 4th round.
He could potentially go all the way. All the way.
Well, I think he might meet Djokovic before like quarters or something. But yeah, I think we should do like the road to the finals for Djokovic and like the top seeds. Do you think?
We could do. But today that was just really an update of the Olympics so far. We might do some live streams very, very soon. Well, no, probably not at 3 a.m. My parents would be fuming if I woke up at 3 a.m. to do a live stream. Unless I rent a place somewhere and then just do stuff there, but that's not possible. So sadly, that's the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. That's the live Olympic update. We might do this every single day. We might not, depending on if there's any upsets or anything. So yeah.
Thank you all for joining. You know the drill. Like, subscribe, share to your friends, press the bell button. Very proud of that. I made that. Normally Alexis does it all, so some achievement. And yeah, we hope to see you hopefully tomorrow. Stay safe. Goodbye.
Bye.